Hello friends, you're with a Lonesome Gamer, and this is my second video about Last Night on Earth. I just did the first turn, and actually there was a post, and a viewer reminded me that in the first turn the zombie player places the soundtrack on the starting point of places the sun marker on the starting point of the soundtrack, and then in the following turns it goes down. So actually it's not moved to the 17 in the first turn, so I have one more turn as a hero player. I missed that, and yeah, thanks for pointing that out. So, it's the zombies now, and now I'm gonna move the soundtrack marker. And then I draw new zombie cards. And as I said, according to my solitaire rules, the zombie player has a hand limit of 2, so he's allowed to draw 2 cards now. And that is, my god, they've taken the play immediately. Roll a random building and place a taken over marker on it. Place a zombie from the zombie pool in each empty space of this building. No hero may enter this building or search here. If the building has already been taken over, re-roll. Zombies placed here may not move this turn. Okay. So let me see, this card remains in place, so just wondering where to place it. I think I place it here. And this is a taken over token, and then we randomly determine a building. That's a 6, so that's zombie's choice. So, I think I'm gonna take one of the big buildings, because that will bring in a lot of zombies. So I might actually, I think either that one or the hospital, but I think I'm gonna take this building. So I place a taken over marker here, and now I can place one zombie on each empty space there. As I said, when you spawn zombies, you have to roll a 10-sided die to see if the zombies have grave weapons. But this rule applies only to zombies spawned on the spawning pits. So because they are placed here in a building, these are all normal zombies. None of them will have grave weapons. But still, they might be really dangerous for Raquel, who is in this supermarket here. Okay. That's a real threat. But this is actually too dangerous. I decided to play this card here. It says, now I'm mad. Play to cancel any zombie card. This is something I'm gonna do. So yeah, I'm canceling this card. This is just too dangerous for me. I don't want all these zombies in one building with her. So that card goes away. And then the zombie player is allowed to draw a second card. And that says overwhelmed. Well, it doesn't look good too. Play on any space that has at least twice as many zombies as heroes. Every zombie in that space rolls an extra fight dice and may not be killed in any way until the end of the turn. Okay. Okay, because there is no space with twice as many zombies as heroes, the zombie player has to keep this card now, and then he rolls to spawn new zombies. So we now have 5 zombies on the board. If we roll higher than 5, we're allowed to spawn new zombies at the end of the turn. Well, that's a 6, so we can do that. And then we can move the zombies. And now I got some special rules for the solitaire game to move the zombies here. So basically, the zombie moves to the closest hero. And then there are some rules what happens if there are ties. Furthermore, if there are only 2 targets left that are located on the board to complete the scenario. In this case, if there were only if one spawning pit would have been destroyed, then there are just 2 of them, 2 more targets to destroy. So then the zombies might try to guard these targets. If they are in equal or closer distance than the closest hero, and if there are no other zombies already trying to guard them, then the zombie would move to the target instead of moving to a hero. But that's not the case now, because there are still all 3 targets of the mission to destroy, all 3 spawning pits. So now the zombies move to their closest hero. In this case, this zombie moves to her, and he could move here or her, but basically it's better to move into the center to get close to this to these big spaces where the zombies then become kind of faster. And zombies can move through walls. Heroes can't do that. Heroes only can move through the doors, like here, but zombies are allowed to move through walls. So this guy can move here, actually. And zombies always move 1 space, except when there might be a special card or so which allows them to move faster. And then these 2 zombies here, they simply move here, also to the closest hero. And that guy, well, he would go also for him. So he moves here on that marker. He's pretty far away. It's as you can see here. He could also go for her, but if he goes here on that space diagonally, he keeps his options open. And then her, she moves also here. So she now can try to grab her feet, actually. Okay, so that was the movement of the zombies, and then we have to fight the heroes. There is no fighting right now, because there is only a fight if the zombies are on the same space with the hero. And then we can place newly spawned zombies. So again, we roll how many zombies are spawned. That's 3. So let's see. First zombie. He's got no grave weapons because he rolled a 3. You can't see that really good, but it's a 3. So it's just a normal zombie. And let me see. where I'm going to place him. I'm going to try to place him pretty close to a hero, and so I think I'm going to try I'm going to place the first one here, and another one here. You have to place them equally balanced on these spawning points, and the third one here actually. Okay, so that was the zombie turn. And now it's the heroes, and they can make their move actions. And now Jade starts, and before I forget that, I will use now this card here. It says Brilliant Idea. And that allows her to draw either 2 survival tactics and keep 1, or to draw 2 hero cards and keep them both as a search action. But before I do that, I'm not sure if I will search at all. So I roll, and that's a 3. So yeah, I decide to search. So now I'm going to play that card, and I'm going to draw 2 cards from the hero deck, and I'm going to keep them both then. So that card says, Let's Rock. Play on any hero. That hero now rolls an extra fight dice, and anytime they would take a wound, roll a d6. On the roll of 5 or 6, prevent that wound. Discard this card if the hero searches. Limit 1 heroic card per hero. That's a heroic card, as you can see here. So that's a pretty strong card. Yeah, we will see, because the good thing is the card remains in play, so it's not only for one fight. You can keep this card. And then the second card is Jumper Cables. That's crazy. Okay. The hero may move any zombie beaten in a fight up to 2 spaces in any direction. After each use, breaks on 1 or 2. Okay, why not? Okay. Yeah. So then it's Johnny, and he rolls, and he's got a 6, so he's now allowed to draw. That says 4, 5, 6. So he's allowed to draw Survival Tactics, a card, and 1 card from the hero deck. He could also move 6, but he preferred to search. He prefers to search, actually. He doesn't have to be afraid so much of these 2 zombies, because he's got that hedge trimmer, which is an awesome card. And then he's tough, so he's a really good fighter. So that's Survival Tactics. Use the sewers. Play at any time to place corresponding sewer markers in any 2 outdoor spaces on the board. Models may move between these using the sewer rules. Okay. So that is something we might do. I'm not sure if I want to do that right now. I keep that card. And then I can draw a card from the hero deck. And that says Monkey Wrench. And that's another weapon. And that's again sad because he already has that weapon. I'm obviously looking for the explosives. The hero may roll an extra fight dice anytime a zombie plays a fights card against them. Yeah. Each time the hero wins a fight, choose 1 zombie card in play and roll a d6. On the roll of 4 or plus, discard this card. That's not bad, but we have to discard it because I prefer this hedge trimmer. And well, then it's Raquel. And she's right there, and I guess she also simply searches once more. And she's got that flashlight. I have to remember that. That allows me basically to draw a second card. So now I'm Raquel rules for the movement action. That's a 2. So now she draws one hero card. And that's ammo. Not bad. Anytime a gun item would have to be discarded from this hero, you may discard ammo in its place. Well, that's good, especially because she's got that revolver. And that's an item. So now she's got 4 items. So if she goes on searching, then she has to discard an item because she can't have more than 4. Okay. And now, after the move action, exchanging items, that's nothing she could do, but now she can shoot a ranged weapon. She can now shoot the revolver, and she will shoot at this zombie here. It's got a range of 3. You may target one zombie within range. Roll a d6. The zombie is hit on the roll of 4. Okay. And on the roll of 1, the revolver is out of ammo. So let's roll. That's a 5. Very good. So the zombie is killed. It's simply taken from the board. And it can come back later. Okay. And finally it's Becky. And, well, I'm not really sure what to do. I think it might be a good idea to go away. Maybe here in the airplane hangar there's an exploration marker, so that might allow me to search right away. I think I'm going to do that, but because of the rotten torso here, I have to roll, and I have to roll a 4 or higher. Because remember, my house rule says every hero on an adjacent space to the torso has to roll. I did that to compensate that the torso is, after my house rules, only allowed to move 1 instead of 2. Okay, so now I roll, and that's a 5. So yeah, the hero is allowed to move. Exactly. So yeah, that is his movement roll actually. So he moves 1. You can only move through the doors horizontally. You're not allowed to move diagonally. You have to move like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, and then she's in this airplane hangar, and because there's an exploration marker, she can flip this around, and that's a free search. So normally you could either search or move, but because of that free search marker, she's allowed to search right away. So she can draw a card. That's very good. That's a hunting rifle. She didn't have a weapon until now. You may target one zombie within range. Roll a d6. The zombie is hit on the roll of 3. The hero may give up their move action to fire hunting rifle a second time. After all firing is complete, roll a d6. On the roll of 1 or 2, the hunting rifle is out of ammo. That's a strong weapon. And that was actually the hero's turn. Okay, so it's the zombie turn again. And we start by moving the soundtrack marker. Goes down. And then we draw new zombie cards. And it's a hand limit of 2. He already has this card, so he's only allowed to draw 1 more card. And that says Heavy Rain. Play immediately. All heroes who start their move outside of a building must subtract 1 from their movement dice roll to a minimum of 1. And that is one of these cards I always forget. So I hope I remember it this time. It's a Heavy Rain. Then we roll to spawn new zombies. There are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zombies on the board. So we have to roll an 8 to be allowed to spawn more. And that is exactly an 8. That's pretty good for the zombie player. Not so good for me. And then we can move the zombies. So again, this one will move here. And they will simply move after her. So yeah, but still they're trying to, I'm not absolutely sure if he's going to move here or here. I think he moves here actually. And the other one moves here. And this guy, he moves here. Or maybe it's better to move here for him. So, and then they move here. And that one moves here. And that's the zombie movement. And now I made an error here. I forgot that the zombie player has this card, Overwhelmed. So now I'm in trouble here. But I think I still can make it. So it says play on any space that has at least twice as many zombies as heroes. Every zombie in that space rolls an extra fight dice and may not be killed in any way until the end of the turn. So he plays this now, and well, let's hope for the best here. Now after the movement we do the fighting, and fighting is pretty simple. Normally heroes roll 2 dice, the zombies roll 1. And zombies win on a tie. And if the zombies win, a hero takes a wound. If the heroes roll higher than the zombies do, then the zombie is well, fended off, but he's not killed. But the hero doesn't take a wound, so it's not so bad. And in the next turn, he can try to run away. If the hero rolls doubles, and the doubles are higher, the number of the double is higher than the number of the zombie roll, then the zombie is killed, but only on doubles. If there are more zombies on one space, the hero have to fight them one after another. So, but now it's a little special. First of all, we got this Overwhelmed card. So zombies, they may not be killed, and they gain an extra fight dice. So each zombie now has 3 fight dice. Then Johnny, he's got the hedge trimmer, and that gives him 1 extra fight dice for each zombie currently on their space. So he's got 4 fight dice. And he wins on ties. So he's still very, very good actually. But now, and that's actually now one of the solitaire game rules. Before every fight, the zombie is allowed to roll a d6. And if he rolls a 6, and I think it's only on a 6, just a second, I have to check this. No, on a, whoops, just let me see. How does that work? Yeah, on a 6, here we go. On a 6, he draws a fight card and plays it immediately. So, now we do the first fight. That's this red guy. Well, it doesn't matter, but yeah, let's say it's the red one. So now the zombie player rolls, and that's a 1, so he's not allowed to draw a fight card, and we do a normal fight. So let's see. That's good. He's got a 6. The white one is always the heroes, actually. The red ones are the zombies. And as you can see, there's a tie. Only the highest results count. So we have a tie. Normally, the zombie player would win this, but because it's Johnny and he's tough and he wins fights on a tie, he has won this fight. But the zombie is not killed, he's just fended off. Okay, and then it's the second fight here, the second zombie. And again the zombie player rolls, and that's a 4. So again he's not allowed to draw a fight card. And once again both players have a 6. So nothing happens here. We were lucky. Okay, so that was the fight heroes phase, and then the zombie player is allowed to place the new spawn zombies. So he rolls a die, and these are 5 new zombies. Well, that's a lot now. So let's see. I have now another 10-sided die so that you can see the result better. First zombie, that's a 3. So that one appears here. The second one, that's a 1. Comes into play here. There are already lots of them. The third one, that's a 9. And that is a grave weapon. And that is Old Pitchfork. Any hero fighting the zombie rolls 1 less fight dice than normal. Well, I have actually a little problem with these weapons, because normally I think, well, I'm not a zombie expert actually, but I somehow think that zombies should not have weapons. I mean, they're just like dumb animals, and I think it would be better if they don't have weapons. But on the other side, in this game it's really great because to have some special zombies who are stronger than others. That really adds some interesting elements to the game. So I think it's a good idea here. And we got this guy here with this fork, and we're gonna place him here in the barn. And then zombie number 4, that's a 10, and again it's a grave weapon, and that's a sickle. The zombie rolls an extra fight dice. In addition, once per fight, the zombie may force the hero to re-roll one of their fight dice. So as you can see, these zombies are pretty dangerous. And this is a zombie with a sickle. And we're going to place her here. And now it's the last one. And not completely sure where to place the last one. I think I'm going to place him here this time. So I roll, and that's a 1, so that's just a normal zombie this time. And he enters the game here. There is no limitation, by the way, on how many zombies or heroes can be on one space. Okay, so that was the zombie turn. And then we come to the hero turn. So I think again Jade will start this. And well, she's kind of in a quiet position back there in the high school. So she can simply roll again. And that's a 6. Very good. So she's allowed to draw one of these special cards. It's a 1, 2, 3 here. So she's allowed to draw a unique item. And that is Jeb's Lucky Wrench. And that's a weapon. The hero may instantly kill the zombie they are fighting when they roll doubles on any of their fight dice. After each use breaks on the d6 roll of 1. Okay. Well, I'm not sure about that actually. Yeah, I think if you decide to use that weapon, the problem I have is if you fight with that weapon and you don't roll a double, you don't roll doubles, does that mean you have to roll if it breaks? Or do you only have to roll if it breaks if you roll doubles and the zombie is killed? I think the latter applies. So I think I'm gonna play it that way. And then we are allowed to draw a card from the hero deck. And that's a fire extinguisher. Discard to immediately cancel a fight involving the hero, or discard at any time, except during a fight, to move every zombie adjacent to and in the same space as the hero, 1 space each in any direction. Hero's choice. Okay. So she now has also 4 items, but one of them is a backpack, so she can carry more items than 4. That's pretty good. So, and then it's Johnny, and he simply stays there. He doesn't have to move. He doesn't care about all these zombies because of his hedge trimmer. This is just such an amazing weapon. The more zombies, the stronger he will get. So he rolls a die, and that's a 1. And then he draws a card from the hero deck. And this is Old Betsy. At any time, discard to place Old Betsy in any space on the board. No zombie may move from that space this turn. In future turns, zombies trying to move from that space must first roll a 5 or 6 to escape. When a zombie escapes, remove Old Betsy from the board. Well, I think it's not such a good card, to be honest, but okay. Anyway. And then, that was the move action. Exactly, it was a searching, but that's a move action. Can't exchange items, but we now... no, we can't shoot a ranged weapon, so now we have to fight the zombies. And again, we can use the hedge trimmer. So that gives us 2 additional fight dice, 1 for every zombie. So I'm allowed to use 4 of them. And now this overwhelmed card doesn't count anymore, because it was just for the zombie turn until the end of the turn. So now the zombies only have 1 die. And well, I'm really unlucky if I lose this. But now the zombies are allowed to roll. Maybe they're allowed to draw a fight card. That's a 5, so they're not. And then let's do the first fight. Oh god. This is unbelievable. Okay. So actually the zombie was better than me. And I take a wound. Well, that can be dangerous. If I take another wound, I'm dead. Okay. Let me see if there's something I can do to prevent that. I can't do this during a fight. No, I can't actually. That's a little risky now. Okay. So I have to roll again now. Do the second fight. And this time I roll a 6, so it's no problem. Okay. Well, this is getting a little risky, but I hope I can do that. And then it's Raquel. And we do the same thing again. We simply, well, no, wait a minute. Problem is, if she searches now, she has to discard that card if it's an item. But maybe it's a good item. Maybe it's an explosive or so, and then she can discard the flashlight. That might be an idea. Okay, so first she rolls for movement. That's a 5. And then she searches the deck. That says laying down the law. Play on any hero until the start of the next hero turn. That hero rolls an extra fight dice and may add 1 to any rolls to hit with a ranged attack. If played on a law enforcement hero, remains in play. Well, that is pretty cool. That hero rolls an extra fight dice. Yeah, that's great, because I can play that now on Raquel, and she is a law enforcement hero. So now she has +1 on any rolls to hit with a ranged attack. And let me see. And she can roll an extra fight dice. So that's a very, very strong card, actually. And then she's got Doc Brody's Memoirs, which gives her another extra fight dice. So she's really a very good fighter now. Okay, so that was the search action. And then I can shoot a ranged weapon. And she will use her revolver to do so. And she tries to kill that zombie. So she rolls. That's a 2. That's not good enough. She can add 1. That would be a 3 then. But she needs a 4 to hit. Okay. So that wasn't a success. I'm gonna turn her around just to make the fighting a little more realistic, actually. Okay, so she didn't make it. And, well, there is no zombie fight now because there is no zombie in the same space, but that will apply to the next turn. Okay, and then it's Becky. And, well, she's here. So, well, first I think we simply roll. And that's a 6. So that's pretty cool. She can draw a special card. See, that is 1, 2. So that allows her to draw a unique item. That's Johnny's jacket. Okay. Discard to cancel and fight. A fight the hero is involved in. And it gives me an extra wound. So that's a good card. I'm going to place it here. And in addition to that, I'm allowed to draw from the hero deck. And that says stockpile, first 8. Play immediately. Play this card on a random building. This building now has the additional pick up any first 8 card. After each use of this pick up, roll a d6. Discard this card on the roll of 1 or 2. Okay, let's see. Well, that's 6, so that's the zombie's choice. So, well, what they're gonna do is they're gonna take this building. They're gonna choose this building that already gives a pick up any first 8 card. So, yeah, there is no advantage to me. That's a little sad. Okay. So I'm done. Until now, I'm pretty confident. The heroes are doing fine. They all have a lot of cards now. We have good weapons. We have strong fighters. So, yeah, I think I have a good chance to survive my next turns. But on the other hand, there is this dangerous situation here. If he takes another hit, he's dead. And well, she will be attacked also in the next turn. We'll see about that. And then, yeah, well, that's it. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.